This one is one that I wrote. It's called 8 Cans of Beer and a Bottle of Bourbon.
Dedicated to Tom Wood, my favourite Tom.
Yeah. The liquor store is a 4-mile hike. My wife's got the car, so I jump on the bike. I may be fickle, but I know what I like. 8 cans of beer and a bottle of bourbon. The sun's too hot, it's making me sour. I'm sweating like a fool using pedal power. Cars brush my elbow, 60 miles an hour. 8 cans of beer and a bottle of bourbon. Shreds of rubber by the side of the road. A dead armadillo with its guts exposed. I reach my junction and the traffic slows. 8 cans of beer and a bottle of bourbon. I park up the bike at the ABC. It's a seedy little place, but it does it for me. I go to the counter and I pay my fee. 8 cans of beer and a bottle of bourbon. The bike's got a basket, I load it up. It's harder to balance, but I don't screw it up. My throat is raw, but I know what I'll sup. 8 cans of beer and a bottle of bourbon. I land back home with a smile on my face. The beer's still cold and I savour the taste. I pour another glass and then a whiskey to chase. 8 cans of beer and a bottle of bourbon. 8 cans of beer and a bottle of bourbon. I'm going to attempt, this is the first for me, I'm going to attempt to sing a traditional English drinking song a cappella. This is, Ed introduced me to this one, so I thought I'd do it. It's on the album by a guy called Cyril Tawney called Down the Hatch, which is all themed on English drinking songs. So in the theme of traditional English stuff, here we go. It's called Boozing. Where do you think I have been all the day? Boozing, bloody well boozing. Where do you think I have spent all my pay?
Boozing, bloody well boozing.
You may think it wrong and you may think it right. I'm not going to argue because I can't fight. But where would you like me to take you tonight?
Boozing, bloody well boozing.
Boozing, boozing, just you and I. Boozing, boozing when we are dry. Some does it openly, some on the sly, but they're always bloody well boozing. What are the joys of a poor married man? Boozing, bloody well boozing. What is he doing whenever he can?
Boozing, bloody well boozing.
He goes out to shopping, makes many a call. He comes home at night and he gives his wife all. But what brings him home hanging onto the wall?
Boozing, bloody well boozing.
Boozing, boozing, just you and I. Boozing, boozing when we are dry. Some does it openly, some on the sly, but they're always bloody well boozing. Well, what does this Salvation Army run down? Boozing, bloody well boozing. What do they run down all over the town? Boozing, bloody well boozing. They stand on street corners, they rave and they shout. They shout about things they know nothing about. But what do they do when the lights are turned out? Boozing, bloody well boozing. Boozing, boozing, just you and I. Boozing, boozing boozing when we are dry. What? Some does it openly, some on the sly, but they're always bloody well boozing. They're always bloody well